Hello, all you wonderful people. Long time no see. I don't get on here very much anymore, mostly because I have a hard time doing this without driving, and I can't drive and talk anymore. But those are just joining the channel for the first time. This is Living Life with Lisa, and we talk about living life with chronic illness, and I personally have MTHFR 2 copies, which messes a lot of things up. And I also have early onset dementia. Been in the early stages for many years, just now starting to get to the point where it's starting to progress a little bit. Just multitasking is not in the cards anymore. I'm doing this now because I can talk in my bedroom without anybody hearing me, because it's midnight and I'm just getting ready to go to bed. I was looking over my taxes because I got a little confused about some of the numbers on it, so it took me a while to realize what I was looking at. Then I'm doing this thing that's called heart attack for Valentine's Day, and so for every night until Valentine's, I put a heart on the door of all my children, and it just has little affirmations and things for them. And then I assume they're going to watch this, but then on Valentine's Day, instead of a heart, they'll get some kind of a balloon, and mine are used to having those little stuffed animals, so if I can find those, I'll get them those. Otherwise, it'll just have to be a little piece of chocolate or something. But it was just something new I was trying this year, and it's amazing how much they're enjoying it. My children are all have 15, 18, soon to be 19 and 17, and then I have a couple other people living here, and do the same thing with them. And I can hear, I wait till they go to bed to put the heart on the door, and sometimes they're awake, and I can hear them get up after I put the heart on, and they'll go to check to see what it says. And it has changed the way the treatment around here. It's incredible what it does. I mean, a simple little homemade heart with something on it that says, "I'm proud to be your mom," or "You're a great son, you do, thank you for your help," different just things like that. And it touches them, and it's very, very warm to me. My 15-year-old was worried that, yes, I'm redoing my closet, that I wasn't getting any hearts, but I said that's all right. But it seems like such a simple little thing that you wouldn't think that they would care, but they care very much about it. And they get up every morning and read them, if they don't sneak up and read them in the middle of the night. And most say something grateful about it, and then some just show me bad behavior. But I'm going to show you kind of what I'm talking about. If I can turn this around, I don't know if I can or not, but I'll just turn it the other way. I'm trying to look in the camera, but I'll turn it around. But I'm just going to show you one right here. I hope you can see that. That was in the dark. That's just kind of an example. Maybe you can see it from here a little better. But I just put hearts on the doors and little affirmations. And it has made a world of difference in attitudes and hearts. Literally. My cousin does it for her grandkids because she's raising them, and she put me onto it, and it's just amazing. I guess that's the only way to say. Those of you that know I'm on TikTok, I just have started talking about dementia on it. Normally I kept it for political reasons, and also for just fun, like lip singing or actual singing. But I did one video on people with dementia having feelings, and some woman got on there and left the nastiest, most hateful comment I believe I've ever heard on one of them, and on it, the only one I've done. And I had to get up out of bed and do a video for it, and I was in tears through the whole thing. But fortunately, I had a whole lot of people come to my rescue on that one. But she said that people with dementia ruin their children's lives, and I was just going to get meaner as I got further along. I basically told her that if her parent, and she knew because of her parents, and I said I was going to take a bet that probably they were mean to her because she was mean to them, and whether or not she knew they were picking up on how much she hated them, they knew, and they're not going to be nice to her. And some of the people, but after the juggler, so after I had a chance for her to see some of the backlash, I blocked her, so we were not going to have more problems with her. But the point is that there's an awful lot being said about the caregivers and how much they have to go through and how hard it is for them, but it's kind of like nobody realizes that we're going through this too. We have a hard time with this too. I see the changes. It's heartbreaking on this end too, and we have feelings just like everybody else. I had, when I was in Indiana, I had a crown put on, and so I remember having the crown. I remember having it, and it turned out to be a non-issue. I was worried about it, but it wasn't that big a deal. And then I broke a tooth when I was here, and I didn't know if it was that or if the crown had fallen off because the tooth felt sharp, and so they make it into a point when they do the crown. So I went into this dentist here, and I said, "Is it the one with the crown or is it a different one?" She said, "Well, it's a different one." And I said, "Oh, I thought it was." I said, "Where's the one with the crown?" And she said, "Well, you actually have 3. This is going to be your 4th one." I am terrified of dentists. I mean, to the point that I would rather go to the gynecologist every day of the week as to go to the dentist twice a year. And you cannot, I believe her, but I have absolutely no memory of that happening ever, of having this other 2 at all. Pardon the hair. I apparently got wet several times today, and the humidity is crazy. I don't have my hat on, so I can't hide it. I'm also, allergies are just crazy. But where I live now, there's no end to allergy season. In Indiana, at least, we'd get to the first frost, and it would be over with. And here, it doesn't end. It is all the time. But anyway, what I was saying is I can be in the middle of a sentence and I can't finish it because I don't remember what I'm talking about. These are the things that I'm noticing. And people will talk about things that happen, and have no memory of it at all. I mean, it may happen, it may not have happened, because I don't remember it. My 17-year-old got a Ford Taurus, and I really liked the car. I said it was real nice, and when I drove it, and I thought it was great. And they said, well, it's just like the one that you had. And I said, I've never had a Ford Taurus. And they weren't even all together in the same room. It was at different times, and every one of my children remember me having a Ford Taurus. I have no memory of having a Ford Taurus because I'm not a Ford person, except for Mustangs. So it's just really strange. It's just really weird, because it's just like things just are disappearing from my brain, and it's just not there anymore. It's it's just like I find out by accident that I did something, or went somewhere, or owned a certain car, owned a Taurus, that I had 2 other crowns put in my mouth that I have no memory of. Who knows what else I don't remember. We are getting into a situation that probably within the next year, everyone in the house, with the exception of one, will be driving or have a driver's license. And I'm going to hang up my keys, because if I'm having this much trouble, I'm afraid that it's getting to the point where I probably shouldn't be behind the wheel. And so you're the first to hear. I have not told them yet, but I'm hanging up the keys. There's one situation I gotta take care of in the meantime, and then that'll just be it, because it's getting too scary. I've never had a close call. I've never had any issues. I have not been stopped. I mean, there's not been anything that's been a problem. The doctor doesn't think I need to stop yet. But I guess just here lately, finding these things out in the last few days have thrown me for a loop. And so I don't know. I may be overreacting, maybe not, but better safe than sorry, right? I spent all day yesterday making homemade cinnamon rolls, and they turned out awful, and I don't know why, because I followed everything, and the only thing I can think of possibly has Strider, he's scratching, and I gave him medicine. No, stop, I'll get you some more medicine. See, just like there, I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, those rolls, and they were just plain awful, just plain awful. But I do think that the yeast was expired, so that might have had something to do with it. But it's just kind of disheartening, because things I used to could do, I can't always do anymore. And if I decide to have back surgery, and I'm in need of back surgery, but if I decide to have back surgery, it is going to be very intensive back surgery that will last, that they will actually take all my other rods and everything out and completely redo everything and add. And my surgeon that has been taking care of me since I was in my 20s retired, and so I can't go to him, and he's the only one that's ever touched my back. And so I'm trying to decide whether I want to deal with this back pain for the rest of my life and not go through that, or risk back trouble. I mean, you know, spine, a problem. And oops. Because I don't want to be bedridden. I mean, I still have to do stuff. I have to be active. Every day I have to find something to do. I can't stand to not be doing something. And I don't know why that is, but I've got to do something all the time. And I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 projects going on at the same time right now. And all my kids are ADHD, and my oldest was teasing me about it. I said, maybe I'm the one with ADHD because I got way too many projects going on and none of them are getting done. So we finally got one of them done, just so I could say it was done. And then, no, I forgot about the other benefits too. But they'll eventually get done. It'll just take some time. And, but it's, a lot of stuff still falls on me. A lot of it still falls on me, I've noticed. And I remember getting angry last week or earlier this week that I felt like I can't have dementia. I can't have anything wrong with me because this freaking house has fallen apart. The washer quit working. We were switching one out. And I tell you what, if I wasn't here to know what to do when the water wouldn't stop, the house would be flooded. I mean, it's just, it's frustrating because it's not like I haven't shown everybody and taught everybody how to do these things, and yet it's all left up to me, and I can't do it anymore. I just can't. I can't keep doing it, physically or mentally. But on the other hand, maybe it's helped keeping me sharp. And maybe another reason that I'm starting to notice things is because I'm not taking care of little kids anymore. And I have more time to focus on myself. Though last couple of days hasn't felt like that, but it is. But thanks for sticking around. If you did, put blue at the end of the comment, because I do a lot of babbling, and it's only going to be babbling from here on out. So I like to keep you guys updated and do these YouTubes. But if people aren't going to watch them all the way through, I don't see the reason to make them. So please, if you're still watching, subscribe if you haven't already, like, and comment blue for the color at the end. Remember, live life to the fullest, live life with no regrets, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.